Hey, what's up guys, I'm back with a brand new speed test. It's time to check out the performance of the Vivo Y55 against the Realme 9 4G, and both phones has the same Qualcomm Snapdragon 680 SoC with 8GB of RAM. On the back we have triple cameras on both phones. So on the Realme we have 108 megapixel main camera with 8 megapixel ultra wide. Also we have a 2 megapixel which is a depth sensor, while on the Vivo we have 50 megapixel main. Also we have 2 megapixel macro and a 2 megapixel which is a depth sensor. And the back on both phones is made up of plastic, and the frame also is made up of plastic. And the frame of the Realme 9 4G is little more flat, which gives a more premium feel over the Vivo Y55. Also on the bottom we have headphone jack on both phones. Both phones also has a single speaker, so I am really excited to see that how is the Vivo Y55 is gonna stack up against the Realme 9 4G despite having the same SoC. So without any wasting time, let's get right into it. Now let's quickly boot both of these phones up at the same time. Here we go. Logo is came up first on the Vivo, and both phones is running on Android 12. We have FunTouch OS version 12 versus a Realme UI version 3. Let's see who is faster. And the Vivo Y55 is more faster when it comes to booting up, and the Realme 9 4G also right behind there, about 1 or 2 second difference between these two devices when it comes to booting up. Now let's talk about the displays between these two devices. On the Vivo we have 6.4 inch Full HD Plus AMOLED display with 60Hz refresh rate versus a 6.4 inch Full HD Plus Super AMOLED display with 90Hz refresh rate. Also we have punch hole on the Realme 9 versus a U-shaped notch on the Vivo Y55, and the bottom chin, I would say it is about the same. Everything's closed up in the background, no application is running in the background. So now let's opening up phone dialer. That is very similar. So next on the list is the settings. That is faster on the Realme 9 4G. So now let's go to the display, and you can see we have 90Hz refresh rate versus a 60Hz. So now check out some more application. Opening up Amazon Shopping with same Wi-Fi network, Snapdragon 680, and that is very similar at the end. In the start, Realme is a tiny bit more faster. In terms of the scrolling wise, Realme is a tiny bit more smoother in that area. So now let's open this. Little more faster on the Realme 9 4G, and the scrolling is a tiny bit more smoother on the Realme. So now check out some games application. Now let's see Candy Crush Saga, Snapdragon 680, little more faster on the Realme. Let me show the speaker. So here is the Realme looks like with max volume. And here is the Vivo Y55. I would say, and the speaker it is more louder on the Realme, but I would say that the sound quality it is more better on the Vivo. Instagram similar. Let's spin out. Very similar on both phones. So now let's opening up Snapchat. Faster on the Realme. Let's see Spotify. Similar. So now let's see Subway Surfer. And the Snapdragon 680 SoC is performing very similar on both phones, which is obvious. So Realme, I would say overall is a tiny bit more faster, but not a huge difference. Now let's opening up the Temper N2, and Realme 9 4G overall is a tiny bit more faster, but in that game both phones looks very similar. Realme is a tiny bit more faster. It is a draw, I would say, very small difference there. Now let's see PUBG Mobile, and PUBG Mobile is open up at the same time on both phones. Both phones is give you a smooth graphics with high frame rate, no ultra frame rate. and you can see 1 or 2 second difference there. Opening up the tutor, that is faster, very similar. Now let's open Zedge, and that is a little more faster on the Vivo. Scrolling is a tiny bit more smoother on the Realme. So last time I launched the cameras on both phones, default camera application. Let's see who is going to be the fastest one. Let's opening up the camera, and both phones is opening the camera at the same time, and the camera performance, I feel it is more better on the Realme. Here is the front facing camera, and the front camera, it is more better on the Realme. Now let's see internet browsing speed. I am seeing default Google Chrome on both phones, wikipedia.org, very similar, and scrolling is a little more smoother on the Realme. Now let's open this, similar again, scrolling very smooth on both phones, but extra smoothness on the Realme. Next on the list is the apple.com, and apple.com is faster on the Realme this time, while the Vivo is taking a lot of time. Scrolling again, a little more smoother on the Realme. So now check out RAM management on both phones, and both phones has a 8 GB of RAM. Let's see who is performed good in the RAM management. Phone dialer, settings, no refresh. Amazon shopping, refresh on the Realme. Let's see Candy Crush Saga, refresh on the Realme. Instagram, no refresh. Pin out, refresh. Let's see Snapchat, Spotify, refresh I think. Subway Surfer, refresh. Temper 2. Let's see PUBG Mobile. Opening up the Twitter, Zedge. And last we're back to the internet browser where if we left hand you can see. And guys, what I have to say regarding the apps opening speed, as you can see that, and the Realme 94G overall is a tiny bit more faster in system-based application as well as in the game app loading time. With the 90Hz, this phone it feels overall more smoother as compared to the Vivo. In terms of the RAM wise, in that area the Vivo Y55 is performing incredible in the RAM management, while on the Realme we have a lot of refresh. Both phones also has a 5000 mAh battery size. We have 33 watt fast charging with the Realme versus the 44 watt with the Vivo Y55. So that's about it, and thank you so much for watching this speed test comparison between the Vivo Y55 versus the Realme 94G. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below regarding between these devices, and follow me on Instagram and Twitter as well, and I will see you in my next video. Peace out.